Yes, life was delayed, but it never gave the nod. Hello, everybody. It's Annika Laquette here, and you're finally listening to season 2. Make sure to hit the subscribe. I'd like to give a shout out to Veronica. She's the first person to comment on the previous week's episode. If you'd like a shout out, be the first to comment on this episode. I have someone coming in. This girl is doing a dang on thing. She has her own etiquette business. I'm gonna bring her in. This is Baptiste. Hey, girl.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm great. I'm fine. Thank you for having me today.
You're welcome, and thank you for coming on. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Baptiste Crenshaw Hilton. I'm 33 years old. I have 3 children. I am currently working for Watery Community Actions in Bishopville at the Head Start there as a family service worker. So I'm an advocate between the families and the communities. Yeah, I'm also a faithful disciple of the Hope Sanctuary in Sumter, South Carolina, where my pastor is Katrina James. And I'm just really an all-around person. I'm down to earth. I love God. I love the Lord. Yeah, period. And of course, I have, a few outlets, which is Kingdom Daughters Etiquette Academy. Queen Things reaches out to the community, help in different ways that we can. For Queen Things, I know we did a food drive for the homeless and a toy drive for one of the schools in Sumter for the preschoolers. Yes. Right now, I haven't been doing anything with it because I have my hands so busy with Kingdom Daughters.
Yes, I believe it. Yes, I completely understand that. So, but you're doing a dang on thing, so I'm so happy for you. So, welcome. So, what motivated you to start Kingdom Daughters Etiquette Academy?
Well, through life, I know that I have come a long way. I am nothing like how I am now. Honestly, I used to be ratchet, and off of the pain. And then I started meeting other women who were so classy. And I was like, I want to be like that. And I believe that God has been introducing me to a new set of people so that he can transform my mind so that I can get to this place to help other young people walk on that path, not only following God, but to present themselves holy and acceptable in the eyes of God.
That's good. I'm proud of you. Go, girl. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. When you want to do better, you surround yourself with people who are doing better. Okay. So I'm glad you took that path. That's really smart. Yes. Being around, right. Like being around like-minded women is something that's what I love. I love women empowerment. That's my thing. So yes, I love that.
I used to just have low self-esteem. I didn't like I thought I was ugly. I thought dark skin was ugly. Yeah, and people used to tell me how beautiful I am, but I couldn't see it from myself. I know my old first lady, God rest her soul, First Lady Lenola Goins, she used to pour into me all the time. She used to tell me that I'm worthy. She used to tell me that, God loves me, that I didn't deserve to treat myself the way I treated myself.
Right.
And she always told me that I was a queen. And the thing is, I couldn't see it for myself until my mind started transforming, until I started hanging out with the women at church. We had a common goal to get closer to God, to be who God desire for us to be. So that's really my motivation, really. Aside from her, these women, these young girls need to see who they are and not just think they can use their body, their looks, what they can do, to influence, the other half have. We're more than our looks. We're more than our lips. We're more than our hips.
Come on now. Come on. Yes. Okay. I completely understand that. I'm happy that you created this because the young girls need to know this for real. Like, I love this. So, what educational requirement that you had to gain in order to become etiquette consultant?
Well, I know for one, I said that God has brought me up from where I used to be. So outside of going to school for it, God has been training me. And this is life experience. I've been going through life experiences. So aside from gaining life experiences, I went through the Inside Out School of Etiquette with Jackie Thompson. I think she's located in Florida, but I did it was like 2 months online class with her 2 to 3 times a week, every week. And in the month of February, I just became a certified consultant. Aside from that, I think this was last year, 2022. I also went through Miss Yolanda Dancing, to become a certified coach, life coach. I also became a certified teacher in the ministry in 2021.
Okay.
With our sister church in Columbia. So I think all of that resonates with what I'm doing now. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, because you was able to get information from everybody, life experiences, and also actually like getting the study, from the book. So I like that. That's really cool because a lot of people need to know this. Like, what if I want to be an editor coach? What if that person want to be? What you can do? Yeah, like
pretty soon I will be certified enough where I can teach other people who are interested in etiquette to become coaches as well. So,
come on now.
So you want to look out for that. You want to look out for that. Speak those things that are not as though they were.
Okay, come on now. Your slogan is grace, refinement, excellence. How does that slogan resonate with you personally?
God has given me grace. Grace that, of course, I didn't deserve. Unmerited favor. So while I was going through God's grace, He was taking me through refinement. I was being refined. My mind was being transformed. The outside no longer looked like the inside, what I had. My mind and my heart, everything was aligning with God. And so going through from grace, going through refinement and getting to excellence. And I'm not talking about excellence where man thinks is excellence, but excellence in God's eyesight. Because what we think might not be what God thinks of us. We might think, because people used to call me stuck up for some reason, but I'm totally down to earth until they meet me. They have to meet me and talk with me. And it's okay, you're cool. So what man may think, God has a completely different view of us. So that's where the excellence comes from, excellence in the eyesight of God.
Yeah, girl, don't make me throw this camera. I'm about to throw the camera. I'm about to just throw the book, okay? I'm trying to tell you, you ain't lying, okay? You are right about that. I don't understand. Like when people see us, they see us like as being stuck up. People say that about me too, and I'm like, girl, just sit down and talk. Yes, I'm like, just sit down and talk to me. I guess because I have the resting face. I don't know, but it's all right.
And you know what else? You know what else probably scares people? Black women's accomplishments as well. What we have under our belt. I think that's probably an intimidation for others as well.
You're right about that. And I guess how you also carry yourself too. Because I like I love to dress up. That's my thing. Dress up all the time. Girly girl. Yes. So I can tell. So I think that's you see my pearls, okay? So yes, it's all right. So you have several workshops within Kingdom Daughters Etiquette Academy. The two workshops that I love is effective communication and sit down and walking. Can you explain a little bit more about that? Because I really like those.
Okay, so effective communication, I named it polished and professional communication, and that's really to really teach us how to talk. Now, I'm still being refined, so I'm trying to get some of these out. It's levels to it, but the more we practice speaking in front of people in our homes, the more we can pick up those words, the more we can cut some things out of our vocabulary. And that's really effective communication, how to get our point across in whatever communication outlet that we're using and not come off as offensive. Because if you read a text message, it can sound offensive and the other person probably didn't mean for it to sound offensive, So how to communicate effectively, not only in the words we use, but how we look, how we present ourselves to the world. That's a communication as well. If we're at a job or even at school and we're like, because I used to be a teacher, an 11th grade English teacher. And if you're like, all of this and that's telling me you don't want to be here.
Right.
So it's body language. That's communication. I like that workshop as well because young people don't understand these days. They really don't understand. And not even in person, but online as well. It's how we communicate with people. Facebook, social media, For sitting and walking, we need to know as young ladies how to walk. We don't need to be walking with our legs all open, taking long strides. We need to gracefully glide. We need to walk with poise. We need to walk like we own it,
Okay,
Um,
you ain't lying.
and even sitting, we need to know the correct way of sitting. I cannot stand seeing women, and I tell my little girl all the time, close your legs, you a girl. Whether you have on pants or a dress, close your legs. You know, we need to know how to sit properly. There's a way that you sit. There's a way that you sit, and some of it may be uncomfortable, but the more you train yourself to sit that way, to walk that way, to speak that way, the more you will get it.
You right. And I learned that from my grandma and my mama. But my grandma, she was the OG of etiquette. Okay, like she had me walking around because this is what happened. So I always love wearing heels. Okay, but I saw my grandma wearing heels first, and she said, if you want to know how to walk in heels, you need to put a book on your head and you just need to walk. I said, okay. So I put that book on my head, and that's what taught me balance. Okay? So that right. So I like that a lot. And then the communication, I be trying to tell people, clean up your social medias. Like jobs are looking at that, organizations looking at that. Okay, when you get jobs, you want to join an organization, they look at all that stuff. So I be trying to tell people, clean that.
Remember I said that I used to be ratchet. So, on Facebook, old memories would come up. I can't believe I put that on Facebook. That was me. And I get embarrassed by seeing that. So that's why I try to tell them young like they are, clean it up. Clean it up. Present yourselves the way you want to be seen, not like this. Because the way you present yourself, you will attract that kind of attention. And you want the right kind of attention.
You do. I'm glad you're teaching these girls and these young men because you can learn it now and not later on. Get them done now. You got to clean it up now. So I like that. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what advice would you give someone who's struggling with business etiquette?
Anyone struggling with business etiquette, like I said, it's levels to it. Do as much research as you can. Know what you want to do and put yourself in that position to fill those shoes. Like I said, be knowledgeable about what you want to do. Really just do the research. I guess walk in it. I think that's the best advice I would have. Walk in what you want to do. Before I became an etiquette consultant, I was walking in it already. I knew this is what I wanted to do. I did research, but I needed further teaching. I'm a guided learner. I love, guided learning. So if you need to enroll in a class or two, do that,
You're right.
Yeah.
I like that. So do you have like any upcoming events or programs you would like to share that's coming up?
You know what? Even though this is for the youth, I've had a lot of adults reach out to me to ask me about adult classes. So, no, next month I'll do a private class for someone. She wants to have a housewarming. So I'll come to her house and I'll do that for her. But as far as community-wise, you'll just have to stay tuned. You'll have to stay tuned because I don't have anything in print right now. I don't have the dates of anything yet, but it is something that's forthcoming. It's something that's forthcoming.
Okay, just let me know and I'll press the share button. Okay, I will definitely share. Yes, ma'am. So where can people find you on social media?
Well, we are on Facebook, Kingdom Daughters. EA stands for Etiquette Academy. We're also on Twitter, or X now, Kingdom Daughters EA, and as well as Instagram. So I'm more on Facebook, but I have Instagram, X, and Facebook.
Okay. Do you have a website?
Not right now. I don't have a website right now.
Okay, that is completely fine. So, yep, that's all I have for you today. I want to thank you so much for coming on Navigator Now podcast.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for having me again.
You're welcome. Tune in to next week's episode as we talk to Imani, founder and executive director of Brown Girls of Tomorrow. And remember, yes, life was delayed, but it never gave denied. I'm your host, Annika Laquette, and you're listening to Never Gave Denied podcast. Bye.